Okay, another Ambassador chat where you get to know your ambassadors.
Our first question is, where did you make your friends?
It might seem like the obvious answer, but I made most of my friends through my classes.
My Biola friends were honestly largely through my classes and res life.
Through my major specific classes, I just tried to really invest my time before and after class to just talk to the other people there and get to know them.
In my freshman microbiology lab class, I noticed a student sitting behind me looking as clueless as I did. So I turned around and started a conversation, and we ended up doing chemistry and anatomy together as well, and now there's no one else I'd rather do nursing school with.
So some of my best friends that I've now going into my 4th year at Biola I made was honestly the people who were living across from me my freshman year in my dorm. And then I became actually really good friends with my RA, which is my resident advisor, who's now one of my best friends.
I made my friends just by having a really good roommate experience, and so I was able to meet her, and then my roommate had a lot of friends, and so we all ended up kind of becoming friends with each other.
In my dorm room, so actually in my hall, this was a huge way to make connections just because you see them when you're brushing your teeth, you see them when you're walking down the hall, you open your door and you see somebody else across the hall. And so again, those are kind of just friends that you see on a daily basis, and so they became some of my strongest friends on campus.
A job on campus is an amazing way to build community because you get to know students like yourselves who are going through simple things that you're experiencing, but also are able to be a part of this journey with you. So get a job on campus and just create a community with people within that job. If they say, let's go to the beach, go to the beach with them. Or if they say, let's have a karaoke night, go to the karaoke night.
For me, I actually met my closest friend on the first day of orientation, which is crazy because a lot of times I feel like the stigma is that you don't really end up staying friends with anyone in your SOS group, but I ended up staying friends with a lot of different girls because a lot of us were actually PR majors. Definitely when you are here, really try to get to know people in your group because you never know if they might end up being lifelong friends for you.
What is the best way to introduce yourself and put yourself out there?
The best advice that I have is just be confident, just walk up to somebody, introduce yourself. Hi, my name is DJ. What's your name? What's your major? There's a couple of easy questions you could ask. What's your name? What's your major? Where are you from? Why did you pick that major? Just some simple stuff to get a conversation going.
In my opinion, it's good to either offer something up or to ask for something. And so if you want to offer something up, you can say, hey, I want to go buy you a coffee, or hey, I want to drive you to coffee. Something like that is a good way to kind of get your foot in the door with somebody because everybody likes getting something.
I would say definitely put yourself out there. Even if you go to something by yourself, which seems really intimidating, like when I think back on it, I'm like, I can't believe I did that. But definitely put yourself out there because you never know who you're gonna meet.
It's less intimidating if you are putting yourself out there and kind of branching out of your comfort zone when everyone else is doing it. So that first few weeks, I would say like week 1 to 3, is when everyone's kind of just going for it. Like everyone is trying to connect to new people, meet new faces, saying hi to random people in the caf. And so I would say do it in the first few weeks.
Push yourself to go to a social event. If people are meeting up at the beach, show up. Simply take that step of faith of going into an unknown experience and allow yourself to take it in.
General advice on making friends.
Say hi, because people want to say hi back and people want to know you and people want to know your story. So I would say that's the biggest piece of advice that I could give someone.
Not everyone is going to meet their best friend on the first day of college or even the first 6 months. Do what's comfortable for you and not what everyone else is doing.
If you're somebody who likes to sing, join one of the choirs or join a chapel band, and that way you have things already in common with the people who you want to hang out with, and you have that foundation again for that friendship, and you always have something to talk about because you have things in common.
Just don't be afraid to not be friends with everybody. It's not the end of the world, but you can meet some really cool people by just going up and introducing yourself.
And if you simply put yourself out there, you might find that there's a lot of people that are feeling how you're feeling and want to connect with you and have things in common with you and love the same things that you love.
Everyone finds them at different points. Maybe you make some of your best friends first day of orientation, maybe it takes until 2nd semester, and that is totally okay. And I think just try not to compare, because comparison is the thief of joy, but once you start comparing, you're gonna not be able to be thankful for what's right in front of you. So don't compare, put yourself out there. You're gonna find your people. Trust me, everyone finds their friends at different points, but you are gonna find friends here, and everyone, once again, is looking for those friends too.